I have three updates for you from Dessie front viewers. Dessie, Cambodia is now the most important front for both sides. Firstly, we'll talk about humanitarian situation because UNOCHA just a few hours ago talked about Dessie and Cambodia. UN aid agencies say they are unable to reach the areas in Amhara and Afar where fighting is going on. Tigray was inaccessible a few days ago. It's still inaccessible in terms of delivery of aid to Tigray. Now, Amhara, Afar are inaccessible where fighting is going on. Alarming situation, because. Secondly, I have an update from inside Dessie. What's happening inside Dessie? Because yesterday we saw two warnings, one from Gata Chorda and the other from Debrecen Gabriel Mikhail. Both of them called upon Dessie residents to stay indoors. Are Dessie residents indoors? Are they at home? Or are they in the streets supporting new arrivals, fighters who are arriving in Dessie? Thirdly, what's happening around Dessie, close to Dessie, because TDF was very close to Dessie yesterday. What's happening there now? Firstly, viewers, humanitarian situation in Dessie. UNOCHA confirmed a few hours ago that tens of thousands IDPs are fleeing Dessie towards Cambodia and other places. These IDPs fled Koram, Elamata, Kobo, Vuldia, Marsa. Now they are fleeing Dessie. No one is genuinely concerned about these IDPs on both sides. I would say that imagine women, kids, elderly. How are they surviving? They don't have food. They're not safe. Women are susceptible to sexual violence as well. Children are suffering from malnutrition. War is going on. We're talking about gain losses. Civilians are suffering. UNOCHA said that fighting is going on in Amhara Far regions, and where fighting is going on, the areas are inaccessible. UN aid agencies are not able to reach the area where fighting is going on in Amhara and Afar. So what was happening in Tigray, what is happening in Tigray is now being seen in Amhara and Afar. Tigray was inaccessible when fighting was going on there. Then Tigray became accessible, but aid was stopped. It was blocked. Ethiopian government intentionally slowed down the delivery of aid to Tigray. Now, fighting in Amhara Far, areas inaccessible. How will the people of these places survive? People of Wallo, people of Wag Himra, people of Shifra. If no aid reaches these areas, how will people survive? How will people in Tigray survive if you keep on blocking delivery of aid to Tigray? Secondly, yesterday we saw several pictures, videos shared by Tigray Defense Force about newly captured ENDF prisoners of war from Dessie front. Today it was ENDF's turn. They have shared several pictures, videos of TDF fighters. They say that dozens of TDF fighters have been taken prisoner on Dessie front. You can see some pictures on your screen. Amhara news sources say these are newly captured TDF fighters, and they have been taken prisoner on Dessie front. Close to Dessie, they have been taken prisoner. Thirdly, viewers, yesterday Gata Chorda and Debrecen Gabriel Mikhail called upon Dessie citizens to stay indoors, to stay at home. They said that Dessie residents would be safe. TDF would not harm them, but they should stay at home. But what is happening in Dessie? Well, no one is at home. No one is indoors. Today, reportedly, new Fano militia members from Gondar arrived in Dessie, and people flocked to the streets of Dessie to welcome them. Watch this video showing Dessie residents welcoming uh, Fano militia members from Gondar who are arriving continuously and regularly in Dessie. Now, fighting around Dessie, what's the latest on the fighting? Yesterday, I reported that TDF was less than 10 kilometers away from Dessie, and it was in the outskirts of Dessie. Situation is almost the same. We could not confirm uh, any gains by Tigray Defense Force inside Dessie city so far. Amhara news sources say TDF has been pushed back, but no confirmation so far. We are hearing that fighting is still ongoing in the outskirts of Dessie. From Dessie city, Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amhara forces are launching artillery strikes on mountainous places close to Dessie. TDF is positioned in mountainous places close to Dessie, and from Dessie city, reportedly, ENDF Amhara forces launching artillery strikes on TDF positions in mountainous areas. TDF has launched some counter artillery strikes as well. Some Amhara news sources say that some civilians have been injured as well. But we have seen a video showing ENDF artillery battery firing shells at TDF positions. The video is reportedly from Dessie city. So from Dessie city, ENDF Amhara forces they are launching artillery strikes towards TDF positions in mountainous areas in the outskirts of Dessie. TDF is retaliating. It has launched some artillery strikes. So far, no large-scale artillery strikes. Rocket attacks have been carried out by Tigray Defense Force on Dessie. Situation pretty much the same. No confirmation that TDF has been pushed back, and no reports that TDF has entered Dessie city. Maybe tomorrow we'll be able to update you more about this front. Thanks for watching.